Hello.
Hello, we're live again. This week on Ask an Expert number 3, that was my serious newsreader voice. We have a third member of the team today. We have Joseph, we call him JT because his name's he's looking at me like I'm mental right now, it's quite amusing. JT or Joseph, we don't mind. Bit of Joe, that's fine as well.
We're realists basically, so we're a family-based business. We have 3 children.
It's not even that. It's not even that for me. The fact of the matter is, he's usually asleep about now, and he's not asleep right now.
Hi, whoever's coming on, hello.
Hello.
So yeah, he's usually asleep. This is his nap time, and as per, I don't work with animals and children. He's not asleep. So rather than having him crying in the other room, we thought we'd just bring him in. Oh,
yes.
hello.
Sorry, I was just getting it up there, but I forgot to turn the volume
We thought
down.
we'd bring him in to be part of the Ask the Expert session today.
Yes.
I'd also like to say that obviously there's a bit of yin and yang going on. I feel like I look like I'm the next milk tray man in my black top, and Alan looks a little bit like Ace Ventura.
I don't think I look like... Well, actually, I do now. Emily said it, but I didn't. Look, the sun's shining today, and I think what you wear can make you feel good, and my shirt makes me feel very smiley, so
Now,
that's why I'm
last
wearing
week
that.
you had this pineapple shirt on, my love.
I did have a pineapple shirt on.
Is this something we're continuing? Or
Possibly. I don't have a limitless supply of stupid shirts. I have a few, so I think it may be brought in every now and then. Anyway, back to today. So we're on Ask an Expert Live number 3. We've had a question from Sylvie.
Being a bit quiet on the group today, but we do have a question to answer, don't we?
Yes, we do. So we're going to come to that, but we've got a couple of watchers. So if you would like to ask any questions or give any feedback and help with the conversation today, please do. But basically, we're just going to crack on with Sylvie's question. There was a comment in the group from Kaylee as well, but we'll just mention that because we don't have an answer. So if anyone does an answer, they may be able to help her. But we're going to do Sylvie's question first, which is very, very specific. Sylvie asks, as we are having a very non-traditional wedding, no seating or no sit-down meal, we're thinking of having an open mic speech. So basically, anybody who fancies saying a word at any time can just go to the DJ station, get him to ring a bell and to lower the music for a few minutes whilst they say their speech, and then resume with the music. She's asked us, what do we think? That's a dangerous one. But also, what do we just want to avoid the part where it'll be an hour non-stop of speeches or where only a few people can have a say. We thought it would be nice to be a bit more spontaneous.
Right.
Thoughts?
I have some thoughts. Did you have any thoughts?
I've got thoughts. You start, and you start with, if you're going to do that, what we think you should bear in mind.
Okay. So I like the idea. I think practically though. So Sylvie, I know for a fact that you have a very large wedding party of around 170 guests. If you do it in such a way that it becomes a bit of a free-for-all and anyone can speak, potentially 170 guests could take maybe 10 minutes to have a say at your wedding. That could be a very, very, very long time. I get what people say about having formal speeches. And I completely get that, because not everyone's up for that. Not everyone's up for having a massive speaking role at a wedding. It can be quite, people make people quite anxious, and sometimes people are just dull.
Yeah, I agree.
We have been to weddings where people are like, it's an hour and a half, they're still talking. Well, why are they still? And I get that completely. However, you know,
don't mention anything about any of the weddings we've been to that people can find out.
They're all brilliant speeches. If Gary's watching, Gary, you're the best man ever for your wedding, wherever you went to. But yes, structure it. So, excuse me. It is brilliant to say you want a non-traditional wedding, and I get that, and it's being okay. But sometimes things in weddings are there for a reason, and an hour might be a long time for speeches, but if 170 people speak for 10 minutes, that's a lot longer than an hour, and you won't be doing a lot of dancing. So maybe look at approaching a few key people that you know you definitely want to speak first, and getting that over and done with sort of towards the beginning of it, before everyone's had too many drinks as well. Because if someone's speaking,
I think that I know what our friends are like. If it was an open mic, it would just be chaos.
By 9 p.m. when the bar is open and everyone's had a few glasses of wine after their food and stuff, it could be a bit of a mayhem, and it could be a lot to take in. So make sure that the people that you know want to speak get their time at the beginning. I know. Do you want to speak?
Yes.
Get that time at the beginning, and then work out, you know, do you offer it up to everybody to say, yes, I'm going to ring that bell? Otherwise that bell will be ringing all night and you won't have any dancing time. So think about how you're going to structure that part of the day.
You know, almost set some time limits. You know, if let's say that part of the day starts at 7, just say 7 to 8:30. But then it could be quite fun. I mean, we've got a friend who likes to do Enrique Iglesias' Hero, wherever he is in the world, at whatever occasion. If there's a microphone, he'll ask and he'll sing it, and he's all right. But I could see if that was our circle of friends, we'd just have Enrique Hero on repeat, which is all right.
Don't dismiss formal speeches straight off the bat, I think, because it's your wedding. What?
This is my bit. Anyway. Don't dismiss formal speeches straight off the bat. No. Well, we were talking about it beforehand. Not it's my bit, and I was just saying, actually, I'm a fan of speeches. I am a fan. Now I get that you're going to know more than us if the people likely to do the traditional speeches aren't going to be brilliant. But if you've got 100 odd people, it doesn't really matter. If you've got guests at your wedding. They may be wanting to hear it. They might like that bit of sitting down and everything else. So,
There's an element of control, is that you want to control your wedding day and have it planned to the letter how you want it to be, but give other people the opportunity to celebrate with you and give you something. And sometimes some of the stories that can come out from speeches, we've had some beautiful ones we've been to, and you literally they want the opportunity to talk you up, basically. They want to say how amazing you are as a couple, and the best man stories are always hilarious. You get some really, really juicy things in the best man speech sometimes, and they are there to celebrate your wedding, and they want to be able to celebrate with you. And sometimes by having a 20-minute, maybe half an hour if you're really, really a good public speaker, but having that time to plan something to say to you that they want to offer you as almost a gift, let them have that opportunity. Don't sort of dismiss it straight away as having it's just going to be the boring hour that everyone has to listen, because I enjoy a good speech. I definitely enjoy.
I do, and we've had ones where we thought we knew the person very well. We didn't think the speech was going to be very good, and actually it was really, really good. They were funny, they were articulate, they told a great story, and everything else. And I know this sounds silly. I mean, for anyone who is married and watches this, like ourselves, as much as you want to make your wedding fun and amazing for everyone there, ultimately it's about you. And so having a few key speeches, it doesn't mean your traditional speeches have to be the same 3 people everyone has. No. You could actually have, your best friend or whatever. What was my other thought? Charlotte has.
There's another one that's come up. It's not come up on your screen.
No, same one. Oh yes, sorry, Charlotte. I love that idea. As long as you trust your friends. I'm just waiting for your other questions to come up, Charlotte. Yes. So really, I don't think we've answered, but we have given you our thoughts.
Food for thought, then.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And my only other thought is the practical reality of 170 people drinking and dancing and the bell going. Does everyone just stop like musical statues, turn and watch? So just think about actually what's going to happen.
Especially, there's another thing to think about. Yes, if you're doing it off the cuff and it's going to be ring the bell and so everyone stops to listen. If that's an important speech or someone who's really wants to do a thoughtful speech, there might be people in the toilet. Give them the respect they deserve to have the time that they want to talk and they want to have an audience. People might be in the loo, they might be at the cars getting their bags if they're camping, they might be dealing with it young. They want to be able to have the chance to listen to what you've got to say. So I think, like Alan said, give a time frame and let people have a time within that hour or 2 hours, whatever, if you want to do it.
Right, so Charlotte, you've asked us questions. Sorry, I had to do some stuff here to go. I have a question, if that's okay. Of course it's okay.
It's Ask the Expert. Ask anything you like.
I've seen a reading I'd really like my mum to read in our ceremony, and she's really happy and honoured to do it.
Lovely.
But others I've spoken to are like, is that even a thing? Is it strange if I have my mum reading in the ceremony?
Why would it be strange?
Not at all is the answer.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, we had at ours, my father did a speech, so we had 4 speeches, didn't we? And it was fun. It was not. A couple of people went, "That's not traditional," but actually, it was no problem. And I think this is one of those things where it is about you as the couple. If you want your mother to do a reading
at the ceremony,
then your mother does a reading at the ceremony. I think that's lovely. I mean, Emily and I, we love this rubbish. That's why we're in this industry. And I think that's an absolutely beautiful thing for your.
If it's a reading that you love and she loves it, and she's got that feeling of honour, which is beautiful. The fact that she wants to do it as well is really nice. It doesn't matter if it's your best friend, your person from work, or your parents. As long as you're happy with them reading that and it's going to mean something to you, who cares what anyone else thinks? And I think that's what Sylvie has said in a few of these threads throughout the weeks as well. It's like non-traditional is brilliant, you know, because you get to have the day you want. You have, I can't even speak. It's a wedding, and there are things that you sometimes follow. But who cares about tradition? You know, break the tradition, do what you want, make new traditions.
Or traditional with a twist would be my preferred, because I am a traditionalist. So tradition with a twist. But that doesn't mean that's right. What's right is that you guys are happy.
We've been to weddings where they've broken into song.
Yeah, we've had people come up and sing songs. Someone walk out the audience with a guitar and play a song and everything.
We've had Moulin Rouge, Come What May sang at a wedding.
I always think one of the, I don't know if I've said, apologies if I've said this before, but I will definitely say it in the future. I'm a big believer in Sunday night planning. You and your fiance should sit down on a Sunday night, glass of wine, books, YouTube, whatever you've got, you know, iPads, tablets, whatnot, and have a think, almost like talk about your Pinterest board. Have a think about what you want your wedding to feel like. You know, what you want your guests to see, to feel, oh wow, giving the other ideas. Our pleasure. And it really is, what do you want it to feel like? And I know that sounds really flaky and stupid, but it's your day. You've got to remember it, want to remember it, will remember it for the rest of your life. You're going to look at pictures and videos, your guests are going to talk about it. It's not about it being the most amazing whoosh wow wedding in the world. No. It's about being the best wedding for you in the world and what you want it to be.
I think, sorry.
No, that's fine. I was end of waffle.
I think people sometimes get too caught up in what it's going to look like. And I think what you should think about more is what it's going to feel like.
Definitely.
And people remember a feeling, and like for us, everyone, they came out really happy and smiling. You know, they always come back to us with the stories of how you know, my uncle in the middle of the field. And
the thing when you talk about ours and how it felt is we did a free bar. So how it felt was everyone's hammered. Yeah. So.
But no, you want to know, like I think I associate our wedding with sunshine and the colour yellow, because obviously we like yellow, but the feeling that comes around that colour and everyone's smiling, having a great time. And I think you can get so caught up in the Pinterest board of what station you should have there and what flowers should be there. Just think about the holistic thing of how you feel. And if your mum's doing going back to the reading, if your mum's doing your reading, if that makes you happy, that's going to make other people happy.
Because it can't actually offend anyone.
It can't be wrong.
It can't be wrong, something like that. You know, if your mum jumped down with a sword and started running around, you know, the ceremony room like that, that could be a bit different. But you know, they're doing a reading, just can't be wrong.
The one thing I remember about, we had a church service for ours, and one thing I always think about in our wedding is that it was around, it was Olympics year.
What year did we get married?
12.
Yes, darling.
It was
the London Olympics,
darling. And in our church, we had a church service, and then we sang one of the hymns, and we got everyone up, and they were all waving flags, weren't we? We felt a real sense of Britishness, didn't we?
Yes.
And the feeling around that, and that's the thing that I would just take away going, it made us smile. It's not traditional to stand up in a church and wave a flag and be all patriotic. Doesn't matter, we did it.
Yes. Just had a comment. So Jenny Owens, she was on one of our Baylily meets.
Hi,
She's
Jenny.
a photographer. Hi Jenny. She says, wanted to reassure Charlotte that I've been to loads of weddings where the mother of the bride has been given a reading. It's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
There we go. Wedding photographer Jenny letting us know that, you know.
Oh, don't you start. Oh, no.
Joseph. Well, actually, Joseph, that's not badly timed, because I think we are going to wrap up today, aren't we?
Does anybody have another question for us today while we have time? Anyone at all?
No, that's fine. So we will roll with that. Thank you to Sylvie and Charlotte for your questions.
Yes.
Thank you to Jenny for your reassurance. Thank you to Joseph for being well behaved. And thank you to the milk tray lady.
I do feel like the milk tray man kind of like...
I don't even see you wear it that often.
I don't very often.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's black. I don't tend to wear black, but it felt quite wintry today.
But the sun is shining.
One thing I would ask is, obviously we're growing this group, and it's really good to see all these responses and people talking to each other. If there's anything that you think would be of use in this group, you know, be it an Ask the Experts segment, or a sharing of events or wedding fairs that we find useful, or anything like that you think you could get value from this group, please do put them in the comments below as well, because we're always looking to find ways that we can help you guys. So if there's anything that you want from us or you want to put to the group, then feel free to comment. We will be there with our bells on ringing.
Brilliant.
Cool.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Say-
Have a cracking afternoon.
Joseph, will you say goodbye?
Goodbye.
Bye. Have a
And
lovely
he doesn't
afternoon.
look like Pudsley from the Addams Family. No, he did yesterday. That's right.
Ace
Anyway,
Ventura over there thinks our child looks like
right.
the kid from
Moving
the Addams
on.
Family.
Moving on. It's not quite the Alan and Emily show.
Da, da, da.
No, it is. There we go. Right. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks,
Have a
guys.
cracking
Have a
afternoon.
lovely week, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.